Hello everybody and welcome back into the second episode of a brand new season of Minecraft Prisons. Today, of course, we are back on my server AkumaMC for another adventurous day of essentially improving our pickaxe, leveling up our mine, and all that kind of good stuff that you do on prisons here. You know, just a couple of notes that we've done off camera as well. I actually sold the booster that we got last episode, so we're starting off today with a nice 500 trillion in the balance. And I also opened a couple of things and got this pumpkin shooter, which actually allowed me to rank up a bunch. So we are actually now over rank 100, which is actually a nice little improvement, nice little milestone, because we ended last episode at rank 50. So my mine has actually increased by size, I think two times since last episode. So we have got a slightly upgraded mine to work with today. Now, if you did miss the last episode, then make sure you go and check it out. The link will of course be down in the description or at the end of this video if you want to watch this one first and then go back. I know it's kind of a backwards way, but you can do that. There is a giveaway in the last video for an infinity rank, which is the top rank here on the server. So you kind of want to make sure you're entering into that, because you know that's probably going to be a pretty rare chance to win the top rank for free. So let me show you guys what my mine is looking like right about now. I'm going to reset it just so you guys can see. But yes, we do have a slightly bigger mine and the blocks have changed a little bit from last episode. It's not like crazily different, but it is in fact a good amount bigger. So I'm glad that we've got this. And actually at level or rank 110, it's actually going to go up in size again. So I'm just going to use this to kind of get up a couple more ranks here. And hopefully you guys will be able to notice when it goes up in size. It should be fairly apparent when it does so. I don't think I'm actually going to have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough to get it quite there, but we'll definitely be able to get there today, because we only need what, 2 more ranks now. So yeah, we will definitely make it there today, and that's kind of a little goal that we want to be doing today amongst a bunch of other things. Since we have that 500 trill, you know, we've pretty much got a good little balance to spend on enchants today, because there's a couple which I want to check out that we now have access to that we maybe didn't have last episode, or at least didn't have enough tokens to buy. So taking a look in our pickaxe enchants right here, we are still, you know, actively working on fortune. We can't really do anything. Well, we can do stuff with that right now, but it's not really like, to be honest with you, it's not going to make too much of a difference. In fact, I think we can max this out based on what we have right now, but I don't know if I really want to right now, because prestiges, they help, but they don't really do a lot. And honestly, I don't even think that would help our prestiges that much. So I don't think I really want to max it out right now, because that's a lot of tokens to spend on that when we have other things that are going to help us out a lot more than prestiges, you know. But then we do have access to obviously upgrading jackhammer. Now, if I were to do this right now, it would take us just above 4k levels, which is, you know, it's a good amount. It's like kind of halfway there to maxing out. But there's a couple of other enchants that I want to have a look at first. So we have crystal finder here, which is only going to cost me 6.5 trillion tokens to actually unlock, which I actually do want to just go ahead and straight up do, because once we have actually got enough crystals here, we can then start on getting our crystal armor this season, which is something which is obviously very, very important for getting that boost while we're mining. So I want to kind of work on that first. I don't remember exactly what the first set of armor is that we want here. I think we probably want to go for crystal armor, just because, you know, like if we get crystal armor, then we're going to be getting more crystals, and then we can get the other sets of armor a lot quicker. So I think crystal armor is probably the first one that we want to work on. It's probably one of the most expensive ones as well, but you know, we kind of have to, right? Like, we kind of have to. We need the crystals. We got to get that going. And there we go. My mine did actually just level up right there. So we now have a even bigger mine than we started off today's episode. So our next one will be at 132, I believe, will be the rank that we'll get our next bigger mine at. So that's something to look forward to, something that will be coming up in the near future, hopefully. And we're also now on to tier 3 of pouches, which I think they must have changed that this season, because I feel like you didn't get even tier 2 until you reached like rank 200. So that's actually pretty cool that that's coming in nice and quick now. We don't have to wait too long before we can get our new tiers up. Now, because I'm recording this less than 24 hours before, like after the previous one, we don't actually have our wheel spin for today, but we might have a look at the player miner here in a little bit. We'll have to see what we end up spending our money on. But we have multiplier finder here, which I'm intrigued by. Now, this one's going to cost me a little bit more than the other one to max out. It's going to cost me 150 trillion tokens, which I'm going to go ahead and do. So what this is going to do is, as you guys can see, we got multiplier down there. We usually get that multiplier from opening up crates. Like, that's generally how we get them, and loot crates especially. So when you guys do the /redeem space Generzon, which you guys should all be doing, by the way, once you do that, you're going to get yourself 5 loot boxes, I believe it is, which will give you those multipliers, or has a chance to give you those multipliers, and then all the other regular crates that you can open can do it as well. So we kind of have to just keep an eye on that, because now our multiplier should be going up. Like, as you guys can see, it is going up right there. We're now 14.3132, so it's going up. We're finding multiplier now as we were mining, which is good because that is going to help out our money. Just kind of like a little bit like Fortune would, but it's just going to kind of sit there in the background and do it. Now, obviously, this would be more beneficial if we were to max out Fortune, but we don't need to worry about that too much, right? So where does that leave us? That leaves us available to get the next enchant, which I was looking at, which is Lucky. So this is essentially a little bit like, what is the one that's, it's a little bit like Keyfinder, like it's going to give us keys, but it's also going to give us tokens and other things. So we want to essentially be going straight up for Lucky. This thing is going to be insane in regards to like giving me keys and stuff like that. Like if we like opening keys, which if you hadn't gathered by now, I do quite like to do, this is going to give us a bunch of keys. So not only are the keys going to actually help us, I can also enjoy opening them. So it's a win-win really. Like the keys are going to give me money and I can enjoy opening them. So that's always a good thing. Now I do not think that there is any other enchant that I can possibly get right now just due to my pickaxe level. Like I don't think there is anything that we can spend our money on. So we have a pickaxe level of 30 right now. Jackhammer is about the only thing we can put it onto, and this would help my rank quite a lot if I were to get this. So I am just going to go ham on Jackhammer right now. I'm just going to max out to wherever we can, which is 3.87k. So now Jackhammer will actually start to go off. Like we weren't even really noticing it last time because it wasn't going off nearly often enough to actually make a dent. But now Jackhammer should essentially be going off. So this is kind of like the most OP step that we could take next, because Jackhammer, I don't know if you guys notice, but look at my rank up percentage whenever Jackhammer goes off. Like it jumps like massively at this level. Like you guys are gonna see it right here. There you go, it just jumped. It was like 40% when it took away the layer of the mine. Now obviously the bigger the mine, the more that's gonna help. So you know, as we keep upgrading the size of this mine, that's just gonna continue helping more and more. But, you know, it's one of the most overpowered ones that we need here at the start, just to get our rank up so that we can get our bigger mine. Bigger mine means more money, you know, all that good stuff. So it's kind of a little step that we have to do. And I would say maxing out Jackhammer is probably one of our next goals, because it is one of those enchants that you kind of don't really realize how much it's doing until you sit back and look at it for a minute. My Jackhammer is going to continue going insane for me right here and hopefully getting my rank ups. Like I said before, my next mine size is going to be 132. So we got 11 ranks until we need to do that, or 10 now, because it's going so quickly thanks to the Jackhammer actually. And also the TNT that's spawning in from my bomber pet is also doing a lot of the work. Like when that goes off, that's giving me like 30% or maybe even over 30% when that goes off. So we cannot complain about that either. Like we got a few things here that are really helping my rank up. So we kind of got a really good combination of items that are ranking me up insanely fast right now. So thanks to my Jackhammer and that bomber pet that we got in the last episode, we're making some good progress. And honestly, my crystals I feel like are going up a lot faster than I thought they would as well. So I'm kind of liking that right now. I feel like crystals has always been one of the slower things to go up. So I'm kind of glad that it is, you know, it's kind of exceeding what I thought it was going to do. So that's one thing I'm definitely happy about. We will definitely take that, because yeah, the grind for crystals is generally quite real, and it is a little bit insufferable at some times. But also what I've realized is that my blocks mined is creeping up slowly, so we may actually be able to prestige, I think it's token miner right here. So I think this can be prestige at 25k blocks. We're actually 75% of the way there right now. We're 3/4 of the way there. Oh, and there's our brand new mine as well. That's a lot bigger actually. It's a lot bigger and it looks a lot nicer actually. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that, because like, I don't know, we didn't get into prestiging until very late last season, and I feel like it's one of those things that you should just do as soon as you possibly can. So the fact that we're actually kind of close right now is kind of exciting, and I'm already ready to start prestiging some enchants here. I don't know how many of these sweets that we've gotten now, but I don't feel like it's going to be anywhere near enough to get anything. Yeah, what did we find out that the like minimum price was for something? Wasn't it like thousands? I think it was literally thousands. So I don't think we're ever going to be able to get anything for the store, because I don't think that I really mine enough in comparison to a bunch of you guys out there. I don't really mine enough in order to get those. But I mean, hopefully you guys are getting some things from the sweets. Let me know in the comment section if you've actually managed to purchase anything from the sweet store yet, and especially if you've managed to purchase the tag. I don't think I've seen anyone in the chat with the tag, which is kind of it's kind of surprising. I thought that people would be like hardcore grinding for that, but I don't know, maybe they are, maybe people are, you know, on their way, but I definitely am nowhere near right now. Yeah, this jackhammer is actually doing way more than my bomber pet is, and honestly a couple seasons ago it was the other way around. Like a couple seasons ago it was the bomber pet going absolutely ham for the, you know, up until probably about rank 250. Maybe it's because it's just legendary and not mythical. I don't think that that's the case though. But yeah, this jackhammer is going absolutely insane right now, so I can't really complain too much because we're honestly, what did we get? 132. So what is 22 above that? Would be 150, 154, right? So what, in 10 levels we'll get our next mine again, which will mean that we've upgraded our mine like 5 times since last episode, which is it's an insane milestone actually. I would say that this kind of like pickaxe and pet combo is probably one of the most insane things that we could have had. Like, actually, we're ranking up so fast in comparison to how we were before we had the jackhammer on my pickaxe. So this has definitely been game changing. I would definitely recommend that you guys go ahead and get that because, yeah, my rank ups were going so slow I was getting worried before we had introduced this jackhammer right here. I can see that it is starting to slow down on the rank ups quite a bit, but it's still doing like a lot. Like, it's still doing like 35% every time the jackhammer goes off, which is just insane insane to even think about, considering of what we were getting before. You know, I really can't complain, especially when it's going off as often as you guys can see it is right now. Like, this thing is tearing down the mine and getting me ranked, you know, ranked up as soon as it does that. So I think in one more rank up, we're gonna be, yes, there we go, brand new mine, nice and bigger. Dude, honestly, we'll take this. This is an insane little amount of progression today. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is my pickaxe level. I feel like my pickaxe level is always, like every season, is behind where it should be. Like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong when it comes to leveling up my pickaxe, because we're only level 35 right now. And when do we next unlock like an enchant? 45 is token merchant. I guess we're getting there, and like 50 isn't that far away. But it just feels like forever away, you know? And I mean, we haven't even maxed out jackhammer yet, so I guess we shouldn't be worried that, you know, too worried about where we're at, because realistically, we still got a bunch of this to do. Now, what I might do is, we got 11 trill right now. I'm actually just going to chuck that onto fortune. I know that I said fortune isn't really going to do much, but it's a nice little thing just to have in the background, just to let our prestiges actually grind up a little bit. It's not going to do too much for it. As you guys can see, my prestiges aren't shooting up like crazy right now. They're going up, but they're not shooting up. I just thought it would be a nice thing to have, because we are going to need gems at some point. Gems come from prestiges, so I figured that we may as well, you know, why the heck not? When the tokens weren't really enough to do anything with jackhammer or anything like that, you kind of got to just use them for whatever you can use them for. And that was kind of the theory that I had just then, and that's what we went with. So I apologize if that wasn't maybe the most efficient thing to do, but it's what I wanted to do, so we did it. Also just realized that my my ascendant pet has not been active for like most of this time, because it ran out of battery earlier when I was mining, and I completely forgot to turn it back on. So we've actually not been getting a prestige boost like we should have been from that pet. So now we should actually be prestiging even faster and getting gems even faster, which is, you know, good. It's good to know. I've just noticed that the pouches that we're also mining for are actually working in our favor quite well. Like, that just gave me 5 trillion tokens from that. Like, and that was a level 4, I think, and we're all the way up to level 7 now. So I kind of got to get these ones unlocked, because if they're going to give me tokens like that, then that's really going to help me. So yeah, we got to kind of focus on actually getting those unlocked, because those are doing a little bit of work for us right there. Oh, and also, I keep forgetting to even check my keys. Like, we probably have a bunch of keys from today. Yeah, 700. Look at the amount of keys we have that I didn't even know we had, bro. They're just chilling in here. Just absolutely vibing in here. That's fine with me, I guess. You know, just chill out and... Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what we needed. A little pumpkin launcher right there. That is exactly what we needed. I didn't even mean to throw that. I didn't even know what it was. All right, let's open this loot crate. There we go. And let's use this, because this... I don't know, actually, I don't know if the common one's going to be any good, really. I guess I'll just fire this in and hope for the best, really. I don't think it's really going to do much. The common one isn't that good. We kind of needed the legendary one, but that's fine. Like, honestly, I completely forgot about opening keys and stuff, so I'm glad that we managed to get that. Now, is this ready? Oh, it's nearly ready. Okay, we've only got like 1k blocks left before this is ready, and I've got a feeling that we're going to get juiced from the tokens. I don't know. Level 4 was, what was it, like 5 trill tokens, so I'd like to think a level 5 would be more than that. But maybe it's random. I don't know. Maybe I just got like the maximum last time. I hope not. But hopefully we can get something good out of this. I think I've realized why they've like made the different tiers and stuff, because I used to get them every time you rank up. I think they've decreased the amount that you get them and just increased what you get in them, which makes sense because they do get annoying when you had way too many. Oh, we've just leveled up again and we've gone all sandy. They did get way too annoying when you had so many of them, but I don't know whether I'd prefer it like this or if I prefer getting more. I don't know. I feel like this is a good balance because you kind of actually get to make an indent in your tokens, which is something you didn't really notice when you were only opening one at a time, you know. So hopefully this is actually going to be beneficial to us. We've got about 100 blocks left on this bad boy, and then we're ready to go. And actually, we shouldn't be too far off blocks mined to start prestiging an enchant here as well soon. So that's going to be interesting to see. All right, I would imagine that we've done the 100 blocks that we need now. Do we? Let's see what we get. Ooh, 12.5 trill. I'm actually nicely, pleasantly surprised by that. That was a good amount. I'll take that. Like, when we don't really have that many, that definitely helps out. All right, and we should officially be able to prestige our token miner, but I'm going to save that for the next episode. Guys, this is where I'm going to end off today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. We made an insane amount of progression today, like way more than I even thought I was going to. I just kind of hit record today and let it all happen, but this is definitely going to be a Let's Play season, guys. So if you, you know, if you want to watch all the episodes in order, then feel free to. I'll try and make a playlist for it as well so you guys can all watch through and just kind of see how I'm doing my journey on here, and I'm intrigued to know how you guys are doing as well. Let me know what your rank and your prestige is right now. I'm definitely intrigued to know. Guys, that is going to be it from me today. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode of OP Prisons here on AkumaMC.